What's up, everyone? This is FP6 bringing you some more Go Battle League battles here. In this video, we're still using this same team of three. And dude, Go Battle League is really tough to get to rank 10. Like, mad respect to anyone who's already gotten to rank 10. It's going to be a pretty slow grind for me, and I'm kind of thinking about changing up my team. My team really struggles against Umbreon leads. And I have not used the Zoomeril pretty much this entire grind up to rank 10, and I think it might be time to bring that thing onto my team. It's just such an amazing safe switch option that people have been using, and it just is very consistent. So once I do hit rank 10, I'll be able to experiment with some more like fun and interesting teams, but it might be kind of a stale meta team going up to rank 10. We'll just have to see. These battles are getting absolutely like just insanely difficult. I'm almost at 2900 rating, which is good, but I know that the last 100 points or so are just going to be a very slow grind, because at this point I'm very fortunate if I can even go 3-2 in a set of 5. These battles are actually against okay haha, which is she's a very good battler. We see her on Twitter all the time, so shout out to her. Scrafty is very interesting. With that dark and fighting typing, it makes it double weak to charm, but how frequently do you see charmers, especially in these top ranked battles in Go Battle League? Just not very frequently. You're also weak to fighting types because of that dark typing that Scrafty has, but I still have 2 shields, which is good for me. Registeel is going to be a pretty solid wall to this Skarmory. But I'm going to bring my Registeel to absorb this energy. Nice thing about Scrafty, because of that dark typing, you resist the ghost type attacks. So I still have 2 shields. Gonna bring in my Haunter, totally farm this Skarmory down. And I'm just barely able to get that Skarmory out of there before another Sky Attack comes through. Now Scrafty has access to Foul Play, which is really going to hurt. I know this first move that Scrafty is going to throw is probably just going to be a power-up punch bait, but I have to still commit my shield here. Can't risk it. And then I go for the Shadow Punch here. This should be maybe barely enough to take out this Scrafty here. Yep, just barely enough. Good game there. Going up against Desalo MX, I think that's his name. Here's what I'm talking about. Man, I struggle against Umbreon leads, because normally I utilize Haunter as my switch-in if I have an unfavorable matchup, but you cannot do that against Umbreon, that is for sure. So I kind of have to stay in here with Whiscash and chip away as much as possible. Maybe even leave this lead scenario down a shield. But now I'm going to switch in Registeel, and they have Lantern in the back, which really isn't like a counter to Registeel, especially since I can throw this Focus Blast. It goes unshielded. I did miss the Excellent on that, which is really unfortunate, but no matter what, it's going to take 2 Focus Blasts to take out the Lantern anyways. I don't shield at the first charge move. I can't tell if this is a Spark or a Charge Beam Lantern, because Registeel is so massive, I can't even see what this little fish is doing. Kind of looks like Charge Beam. Charge Beam does have really good energy generation, but really horrible damage. Gonna get to another Focus Blast here. Registeel is just so good in Great League. Out comes Defense Deoxys. So I know my Hunter is really gonna have a fun time against this thing, but this Defense Deoxys is really farming down my Registeel here. I switch in my Whiscash to absorb all of this energy, and it's a Psycho Boost Deoxys, so they reveal their moveset right there. I need to get rid of this Umbreon though. Haunter cannot hang with it. And now I have no shields, and a Haunter with no shields does no good. I get the last shield there. I need to get this Mud Bomb off to try to chip away a little bit. But the Umbreon's definitely not in Shadow Punch range still. And Umbreon is so fast at getting to a foul play. Pretty sure one foul play one-shots Haunter. So this is going to be very rough for me. Could maybe make a sacrificial swap into my Registeel. which I was going to try to do it, but I totally miscounted there. I thought it was going to take 4 snarls to get to this foul play, but it only took 3. So he must have had some residual energy stored up, and I got screwed there. Good game. Going into another game here. Very favorable lead for me. I'm expecting probably an Azumarill switch in. Most people do that. Getting some lag there. I'm very surprised that this Registeel is still staying in. Look at that lag. Had to severely overcharge there. Probably going to be a Focus Blast, but I'm not going to shield it up. In all shielding scenarios, Whiscash can hang with this, I'm pretty sure. So you see, I'm always over farming before I throw these mud bombs. Just in case they make a swap, I want to have some residual energy to possibly throw at whatever Pokemon they might bring in. So they let the Registeel go down, and they bring in Meganium, which is totally going to be able to farm me down. I'm hoping that they think this is a Blizzard, so I at least get a shield. And I do get a shield, which is good for me. But this is a very loaded Meganium. I'm assuming that they have a Azumarill in the back. That's kind of what I'm thinking right now. Because we already saw Registeel. That Earthquake connects. Very unfortunate. I thought they were going to bait me because I still had 2 shields. This is just a Frenzy Plant, so it's not enough to take it out. So I am putting all of my faith in my Haunter with 2 shields. Let's see how this plays out. I'm going to switch in my Haunter now. Oh my gosh, and it's their own Haunter in the back. So these 2 shields are worthless because this Haunter can just Shadow Claw me down. Man, I took a gamble there. I was really hoping that they had a Azumarill in the back because Haunter can definitely hang with that with 2 shields, but I totally get Shadow Claw down. Good game. Azumarill lead. Honestly, I don't see that many Azumarills in the lead position. I feel like Azumarill functions way better as the safe switch within Go Battle League. Because even in its like quote-unquote worst matchups, you still have moves that you're going to be able to hit for neutral damage. And it's just so bulky. So the Azumarill throws the play rough at me, which is very interesting. Out comes Skarmory. I'm just going to try to go for another Shadow Ball here. Man, I really like using Haunter in Go Battle League, but it is very high risk, high reward. If you can position yourself correctly and get an energy advantage and successfully bait, you can do a devastating amount of damage. But especially at these higher ranks, man, I can't pull off fancy techniques that I do in the lower ranks. People are very good up here. So this is a very favorable scenario for Registeel. I don't need to shield any of these Skarmory's attacks. I'm going straight for the Focus Blast here. Flash Cannon would be resisted. I hit the Excellent. Still not enough to take it out. And then they immediately switch out there. So they now have their Defense Deoxys switch locked. So I'm going to bring in my Whiscash. Hopefully this Deoxys is not running Psycho Boost, but as we have seen, a lot of people are running Psycho Boost now in these upper levels, which really gives my Whiscash some problems. I don't know about this team, man. Maybe I should just keep trying and pushing up with this. It is a Psycho Boost Deoxys. But I know that I struggle against Umbreon really bad, and Azumarill leads are kind of tricky, but pretty much everyone is going to have like a Registeel and then possibly an Azumarill on their team in these high levels. So I don't know. I just never know. We'll have to see. I might continue to push with this team of 3, but I might try a new team. Let me know out there what teams have been working for you guys. If you are in the 2,900 rating or above, and if you've been successful with whatever team you have, please let me know. One thing everyone needs to be aware of, also this is a very tough lead too. Swampert has positive matchups against all 3 of my Pokemon, so my only hope is to land the Blizzard. But yeah, let me know what teams have been working for you guys. It is brutal out there. I land the Blizzard, which is really good for me. It's just going to be a Hydro Cannon. I'm able to get off one last second mud bomb, which is really good for me. And it draws the shield, but this is a perfect amount of health that Haunter can come in and farm, hit the ground running with a energy advantage here. I obviously have to shield up the Hydro Cannon because honestly I think that would one-shot me. Haunter is just so glassy. Out comes Skarmory. Gonna farm up to a Shadow Ball and actually throw the Shadow Ball here. If this connects, it's an amazing amount of damage. Man, I land so many Shadow Balls on full health Pokemon because people just don't shield when their Pokemon is at full health. It's very interesting. I do need to watch out for the Earthquake on this Meganium, but even an Earthquake would not one-shot me. So I don't shield. They try to bait me. It doesn't work out. Gonna go for another Flash Cannon here. Meganium is very bulky, so this is not enough to take it out. You have to land 2 Flash Cannons to take out Meganium. Pretty crazy. There's a successful bait with the Frenzy Plant. Nice play. So I switch in my Haunter as a sacrifice here, but it turns out they were only going Frenzy Plant again, and I was like, what the heck? I thought you were going to dump an Earthquake on my Haunter. So that really did not work out as I planned, but I can absorb this energy the Skarmory has, lock on, farm it down, and then dump a Flash Cannon into the Meganium. And so I will be able to take this match, but that sacrificial swap into my Haunter, I caught a Frenzy Plant instead of an Earthquake. That was really strange, but good game. Going up against Trout MV here. Skarmory lead. So I actually immediately switch into my Haunter, and they immediately switch into their Altaria. So I'm like, okay, they're running double flyer. Holy crap. Registeel's going to have a lot of swag in this. I get a shield, and I'm able to get off a last second Shadow Punch here. Probably not going to get a shield. Yeah, they let it go through, but look at how much damage my Haunter did to that Altaria. I can safely bring in Registeel to absorb all of these charge moves. The thing with Altaria, again, is it's not the charge moves that really chip you away. It's the Dragon Breath damage that really chips away at Registeel. It's just going to be another Sky Attack. I need to get this Altaria out of here. I can't really sit in here and overfarm too much because the Dragon Breath damage is just way too much. Okay, we know that they still have Skarmory in the back. Holy crap, I gotta get out of there because that Toxicroak was absolutely gonna shred my Registeel. I will shield up this first Sky Attack. I need to land some Blizzards on this Skarmory. So I'm going for a Blizzard right here. It does about 50% damage on Skarmory, which is really good for me. I will shield this up because Whiscash also has a positive matchup against Toxicroak, so I do need to preserve the health on this thing. Little bit of lag, classic scenario. Gonna put on a Mud Bomb pressure here, see if he wants to shield the Skarmory. I get the last shield. I'm gonna throw another Mud Bomb right now. Lag. Yes. Mud Bomb does not take it out. I switch in my Registeel to farm down the Skarmory. Toxicroak is going to come out, but I should be able to get to a Flash Cannon. I'm either going to get to a Flash Cannon or he has to throw a charge move. Okay, I'm able to get to this Flash Cannon. And it lands. Then I'm going to bring in Whiscash. Even if this is a dynamic punch, I don't think it would one-shot. I don't think it would take me out at that health. And I'm able to get this Mud Bomb off onto the Toxicroak and take this game. Woo! That was tough. Good game there. Going up against Kylo Ren Fernape. I like that name. That's cool. This is a horrible lead. Get out of there, dude. Switch into Haunter right away. And they have Registeel to meet me. Look how many Shadow Balls I land on full health Registeels. It's absolutely insane. Boom. No one shields their Registeel, man. I'm thinking about making a compilation video of all the times I've landed a Shadow Ball on a full health Registeel with 2 shields, because it is absolutely ridiculous. I do have to throw a Shadow Punch here. I can't commit to the farm down. The Registeel just has a little bit too much health. But I'm going to throw 2 Shadow Punches here. I get a shield. This Registeel really wants to burn my last shield here. But I'm going to shield this up. Farm down some more energy. Shields are down. And so I switch in my Registeel on this Meganium, really hoping that this is a Frenzy Plant. I do catch the Frenzy Plant, really good for me. This Meganium is stuck in this scenario. I know the Earthquake is going to be coming through pretty soon. Flash Cannon is not enough to take this thing out. Meganium is heavily over farming here. Earthquake still is not enough to take me out, but then they get one more Vine Whip, 2 more Vine Whips. That's even worse for me. Gonna bring out Haunter. I'm barely able to Shadow Claw that thing down. Azumarill. I know that they still have Registeel in the back with like hardly any health on it. So I do need to look out for this. I really want to get the Shadow Punch off. Able to do it. Haunter wins at like every single CMP tie in Great League, so I bring out my Whiscash. Even if this is a Hydro Pump, it is not going to be enough to take me out. It is a Hydro Pump, does a lot of damage. Able to Mud Shot down the Azumarill. Registeel is in the back, able to get a Mud Bomb off and take this game. Good game there. Even with that horrible lead scenario, I was able to come back because Haunter is insane as a switch in. Going against Nazriel here. Whiscash against Mew. Does this Mew have Grass Knot? I don't know, but it's pretty scary if it does. I'm not going to shield this first one and just risk it. So this is another person running a Dragon Claw Mew. Probably to get some good damage against the Altarias. Not going to shield this again. I'm anticipating it just to be another Dragon Claw, which really hardly does anything to Whiscash. I lose the CMP tie right there, which is unfortunate, but Dragon Claw is still not enough to take me out. I survived with a sliver of health. That Dragon Claw did like way more damage than the other one, though. Maybe they were like intentionally undercharging the Dragon Claws to try to throw me off, but out comes Registeel. This isn't super great for me now. I'm going to bring out my Haunter. In an even shield scenario, this is not as favorable for Haunter. Flash Cannon would one-shot me. I'm over farming here. Now I'm going to go for the Shadow Ball, hoping that this goes unshielded. But it does go shielded. Really bad for me. So I'm going to try to make a sacrificial swap into my Registeel. I'm able to do it. I know this is going to be a Flash Cannon, because no one is going to dump a Focus Blast into a Haunter. So I'm almost in Focus Blast range here. Their Registeel was not in Focus Blast range, so that was kind of a fail there. I know that my Haunter has some loaded energy in the back. There's the Azumarill, Registeel, and then pick your third Pokemon and you have a solid team and go Battle League. They're so good. I land the Flash Cannon. I am in Hydro Pump range right now, so I want to get these Flash Cannons off as quickly as possible. Again, I know my Haunter is going to win every single CMP tie. So with this stored energy, I'm feeling okay. I come in, I get like 1 or 2 more Shadow Claws worth of energy. Going to throw the Shadow Punch here. I get the last shield. Gonna throw another Shadow Punch. This is gonna take out the Azumarill, and then I just have to hope that the Registeel doesn't have a charge move banked. Able to Shadow Claw it down and take that game. Very close. Good game. Going up against Swimmerick here. Whiscash into a Haunter lead. This is great. I know it's gonna take 5 Shadow Claws to get to Shadow Punch, but there's the switch out into Azumarill. So when I'm slow on the switch in, I tend to like to bring in Registeel against the Azumarill. But this is a scenario I find myself in very frequently, and it's not super great when an Azumarill has an energy advantage. I cannot bring Haunter into honestly any matchup where the Pokemon has an energy advantage. So I'm forced to bring in my Registeel. I know this is a losing matchup for me anyways. And now I have to shield this Play Rough, which is not ideal. I could possibly play this out where I just shield up the first hydro pump and then let everything else go through. But then sometimes I end up in a shield deficit out of that scenario. I don't know. It's tough to say. I've played it a couple different ways. But I bring back in my Whiscash. I still know that they have Haunter in the back, which my Whiscash is going to be very favorable against. They must also have Registeel in the back, I am assuming, if they're bringing out their Haunter again to meet this Whiscash. I'm going to not shield up this Shadow Ball, and that pretty much cost me the game right there. I had to make a call. I thought they were going to bait me with Shadow Punch, and I unfortunately chose wrong. It was Registeel in the back, so they were running my exact, or they were running Haunter, Azumarill, and Registeel. Haunter cannot survive this Flash Cannon, so I made a bad call on that Shadow Ball, but that is okay. Good game, going up against Ricardo 350 here. Very favorable lead for me. Out comes Azumarill, and I blind switch into my Registeel to try to even out this energy advantage. Everyone switches Azumarill into my Whiscash. If I have a favorable lead with my Whiscash, I know the Azumarill is coming out. So that's why I'm able to just blind switch into my Registeel. So we're doing the no shield dance right here. We'll have to see what else they're running. We know they're running Azumarill and Registeel, but what is that third Pokemon that's really going to dictate which Pokemon I'm going to save my shields for? I like this scenario right there. Zero shield scenario, I still lose, but this allows my Haunter to come in and get some energy. Maybe I'll just start doing that. No shield scenario on that Azumarill. Able to bring in Haunter. I don't know. Oh, they have their own Haunter. Holy crap. So this is the second person we've seen running Azumarill, Registeel, and Haunter. Not able to get to that Shadow Punch. That really sucks. Now this is going to be very tough for my Whiscash to come back from. Actually, no, it's going to be great. The Azumarill's gone. Yikes, this Haunter is able to get off a last second Shadow Punch, so I don't shield that up. This is a full health Registeel going up against a half health Whiscash. Not super great. I'm really hoping that I can still win this out, though. I know Haunter's still in the back, but has a sliver of health left, so I need to anticipate maybe the sacrificial swap. Even if this is a Flash Cannon bait, which it most likely is, I need to shield it up. Yep, great play. I need to get this Registeel out of here. I'm just hoping that I can get to a Mud Bomb before he gets to a Focus Blast, because I'm not in Flash Cannon range yet. Oh my gosh. Yes, okay, able to get to it, and then one Mud Shot should take out this Haunter. There we go. Able to take that game. So not super impressive sets here. I think I went like maybe even 2-3 and then 3-2. Oh, no, I actually got 4 wins in that one. Dang, that was nice. I did not expect that, but thank you all so much for watching. I might need to try a new team. We will see. But if you want to support the channel and be on my friends list and train with me, head on over to my Patreon. The link will be down in the description. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video.